Oh, these books are kept in glass cases, and even the cases are very special in here because they belonged to the Library Association before this building was ever built. Now, obviously, these books can't be lent out, but in our next story, we talk about some books that are lent in a very new and unusual way.
From time to time, we'll have somebody stop and they'll ask, what is the blue box? And I'll explain to them that it's the TARDIS from the Doctor Who series. But surprisingly, for a small town in Mississippi, there are a lot of folks who know exactly what it is. We've had folks stop here, take pictures from Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, even had a family come through from Tennessee. I had seen their car go by, it came back, they jumped out, got a picture with it, and then took off down the road again. The TARDIS is our little free library here in Mize. It was built in December of 2015 by our local Friends group. Mr. Dick Ford, one of our Friends group members, took the lead on it. It was built to be a little free library because with the Prince Library only being open on Monday and Wednesday afternoons, people here in Mize needed a way to check out books and magazines and those types of things. So that's what's available inside the TARDIS.
Little free libraries are a way to put books in neighborhoods or in unexpected places. At last count, there are about 130 little free libraries in Mississippi and over 70,000 worldwide. Hattiesburg has over 30, and they are all over the place. They're at the zoo, they're throughout the city.
Hattiesburg has the most little free libraries in the whole state. We started with 15 little free libraries, and now I think there are over 35, maybe even 50 in this town. And it's a collaboration of so many different people. We had construction workers build little free libraries, architects designed the little free libraries, and artists that were all in our community. We really got to showcase our artists.
The great thing is that most of them are unique. Most of the time, it's a personal piece of art, really. So there's one in front of the Eudora Welty House that was built to look like the Eudora Welty House. There's a lot of them in city parks in Mississippi. There's one in my neighborhood that has a picture of the dog who lives at the house painted on it. So if you see the dog and then you see the little free library, you get the connection.
A local architect, Larry Albert, known nationally in the United States for his architecture, he designed various little free libraries that complement the different buildings that we have in Hattiesburg. This particular one is Oddfellows, and it's the original building, and the people who actually did the reconstruction and renovation actually made this and put this together.
Because Hattiesburg is such a creative town, we didn't want to do just your average little free libraries. We wanted to do libraries that reflect what Hattiesburg is, who our people are. This one here you can see, of course, is indoors at Southeast Mississippi Legal Services Group, but most of them are outdoors where people have access to them 24/7 in their neighborhoods, which is terrific. It's really wonderful to bring reading materials to neighborhoods, particularly where they're especially needed.
We feel like there are so many people that don't have access to a library and access to books, and especially free books. And so we wanted them to be in our neighborhoods, we wanted them to be in our parks, in our community centers, and they're at churches now, they're at Fieldhouse for the Homeless, they're all over the place.
The Little Free Library organization was founded by Todd Bowl, a fella, I believe he's in Wisconsin, and just like we saw it take off here in Hattiesburg, he saw it take off all over the world, and has been very gratified to see the success of the movement. It's terrific. Take a book, leave a book. We are trying to supplement what the library does for our community by putting books in neighborhoods where people reside and might not have access to computers to read things online.
Mississippi's digital divide is pretty significant. There are large areas of our state where there is no internet access. You know, we're a state with a lot of poverty. That means people don't have phones or internet access. So a little free library unexpectedly in your neighborhood means that you can get information, you can get reading material. Reading books is, I mean, it sounds obvious, but that's how you get smarter. And children with access to books in their home are going to be better readers, and then they're going to be better citizens. To find a Little Free Library in your neighborhood, you go to littlefreelibrary.org. There is a map. You can put in your city or state or your address, and they'll show you one closest to you.
Big things sometimes come in small packages. Most of the free libraries that I've seen pictures of are usually smaller, more like boxes, but the TARDIS, of course, is a whole lot larger, and it was built that way to be an attraction. It was built to draw attention. Sadly, for me as a librarian, the most attraction to it is people stopping and taking pictures with it, taking selfies. A lot of people will stop, they'll take a picture, and they never bother to look inside. So I'd love to see more people step inside, because the ones that do are amazed at the number of books that are in there and what they can pick up and take home with them. Little free libraries are great because they're always bigger on the inside, and what makes them so big is the books and the wealth of knowledge and information and entertainment that they contain.
Thanks for joining us. If you like what you see, subscribe to Mississippi Public Broadcasting. Till next time, I'll be seeing you on Mississippi Roads.